Hello everyone, this is Halloween Haunter here, and today I have a new unboxing video for the channel. Before I start, I want to real quickly say thank you to Lowe's Home Improvement for actually going ahead and sending me this item for free. This is the Lowe's Home Improvement 2024 Bluetooth Reaper Band keyboard player. So, like I just mentioned, this was a influencer gift by Lowe's. I just want to real quickly say once again, thank you Lowe's so much for sending me this item along with a second animatronic. And even though this item is actually more of like a partnership with Lowe's, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So yeah, basically this prop just arrived today and it's a huge box. This box is really big. In terms of height, this is definitely the tallest box in my collection. Of course, not really the biggest box, but just the tallest one in general. I have no prop boxes that reach to this height. This is about 4 feet, maybe a bit taller, about 4 feet. But anyways, this is the keyboard Bluetooth Reaper. This guy's actually going to be online only this year, and currently right now he is in stock on the Lowe's website. However, it is currently limited stock. So if you are considering buying this animatronic or any other ones this year, I recommend doing it right now. And actually down below in this video in the description and the pinned comment, I will have every link for every current Lowe's prop a part of this Halloween launch. These are actually affiliate links, and if you buy anything from my affiliate links, not only will you go ahead and support Lowe's, but you're actually going to go ahead and support me a lot on my channel and just in general support the haunt community. So I recommend and would appreciate if you're going to be buying anything from Lowe's this year to go ahead and buy from my affiliate links. I would appreciate it a lot just for that. But regardless, let's go ahead now and finally unbox the Bluetooth Reaper Band Reaper keyboard player. I know it's quite a bit to say there, but let's go ahead and finally open this bad boy up. Alrighty, so opening that up, wow, there's quite a bit of parts in here. So first of all, in here, the very top part of the box, there is the instructions in here, a push tab, and then we also have some batteries in here because this guy can't work off batteries. And then we have to slide this out. This is going to be quite an awkward prop to get everything out of it. So right here we have, it says on the box, the keyboard and the webbing, and then the rest will have to tip over and slide out. There we go, we finally have that pulled out now. I'm gonna go ahead and actually open this box real quick though with the keyboard and the webbing. Alrighty, so pulling that out of the box, we have right here is the keyboard and the spider webbing. This looks super good. Then we'll have to go ahead and do this box next, but we'll have to undo all the twist ties first. Alright, finally undoing all those twist ties. Let's go ahead and pull this part first. And then we have yet again more twist ties. Alrighty, so we finally got that undone. We first have right here is the 2 arms, and especially this one right here, the arm with the mechanism right here. Right here we have more twist ties. We have right here is some poles. There's a square one and a round one. And cutting this box, we have right here is the adapter already plugged in, pretty strange enough, and also the control box right here. Right here we have the body of the Reaper. Now this is a production sample, so I'm not really sure if it's gonna be much different or if it's gonna be the same thing. This does look pretty good. Right here we have his clothing, very nice clothing by the way. We have right here, I believe, some sort of like hip loop maybe, or just some sort of piece to shape him out a bit. Lots of twist ties. We have this base part right here, it looks like. Right here we have the waist and body pole. Last but not least, we have the base right here. So yeah, quite a bit of an awkward box to unbox. I mean, it definitely is a bit weird to put it on camera, but that's all the parts. Let's go ahead now and begin the setup of the Bluetooth Reaper keyboard player. So first we'll start off, of course, with the base, and then we'll go ahead and take this pole with the bottom of the poles labeling A and stick it to the very back of the base, labeling A to A. Then we'll take the next pole, which is for B. So we'll take this pole with the control box, and that will go ahead and connect to this pole on the base, labeling B to B. Then for the front part of the base, we'll take the square pole and connect it, labeling E to E, and snap lock that in. Then we will take this body pole and actually connect it to the back of the poles, labeling D to D in the front, and then C to C. And then we will take the base of the keyboard and connect that to the very front of the base, labeling F to F. Then we'll go ahead and take this black cloth for the keyboard and place that elastic over one of the loops on the base of the keyboard, and then you're kind of just supposed to like maneuver the clothing around at the other side, and it's kind of just supposed to kind of just stay there. It's a bit weird, I will say. It's not very clear and super instructive how you're supposed to do that. Then we'll go ahead and take the loop bracket and put it on the very back of this body pole and press that down. Next, we'll go ahead and connect the keyboard Reaper's body. We'll go ahead and take the insert on the body and put that over the body pole. Then we press that down. Then we'll go ahead and put on each arm on each side of the body and then snap lock that into place. Then we'll take the large Velcro and connect that to the hand. And then we'll take the two smaller Velcros from the sleeve and connect those together. And then we'll do the same for the other arm. Just make sure that this arm with the mechanism has the wire run up the arm sleeve as well. Once again, connect the arm, pull up the arm sleeve, and put the Velcros on. Then we'll go ahead and take the giant keyboard piece and put that over the slots on the keyboard base. Make sure that each hole aligns with the slots on the keyboard base. Then go ahead and take the spider webbing or the webbing and bring that down and have that cover the cloth of the keyboard. Then we'll take the really long cord for the lights of the keyboard and bring them all the way down. You can go ahead and kind of hide it in the black cloth piece. You can't really see me right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and connect the wires to the module, labeling N to N. Next, I'll go ahead and connect the arm movement, labeling L to L. Then both of the body wires, first one being K to K, the second one being M to M. Once you are done with that, you can go ahead and actually pull the hood over the head. It's kind of an optional piece. You could leave the hood down to show the skull, or you could pull up the hood to kind of make it more like a classic Reaper. So let's say you want to go ahead and use the Bluetooth Reapers together as the demo mode. This also can work for the Bluetooth mode. Basically, what you want to go ahead and do is, for example, you want to have maybe, let's say, the keyboard Reaper as the leader. You'll go ahead and actually switch it to the on mode. I know there is a leader section, but that's for Bluetooth. If you're doing Bluetooth, you'll switch it to the Bluetooth section. But if you're doing just the regular demo, turn it on the on mode, make sure there's no input on this guy, and plug this guy in as an output. This should already be automatically plugged in when you first get these ones, but the keyboard Reaper I'll have as the output, and basically I'll have them plugged in into the guitar Reaper over here as an input, and also have the guitar Reaper as a follower. There is a switch for the follower here, the very first switch over here, the follower. And basically the point of this is that the leader should only have an output on him. He should never have an input on him. That's because when you plug it into like a follower, like the guitar Reaper, he can be an output for any other Reaper. So let's say you want to have the drum Reaper with these guys as well, or the singer. You would go ahead and actually take the output plug on the guitar Reaper and plug it into the input section on one of those two. And basically the whole trend is that they can be plugged in and out both as inputs and outputs, so that you have a continuous trend of Reapers plugged in. However, the only one that should only have an output plugged in and not an input is your leader Reaper. For example, here I have it as a keyboard Reaper again. And if you want to do it, let's say you want to have the guitar Reaper as your leader, you would go ahead and do the same thing, just vice versa. Have him be the leader, have him be a follower, make sure he has no inputs and only has an output, and then he can have both the input and output. I know it's kind of confusing, but basically followers should have an input plug and maybe an output if you're going to have another Reaper plugged into him. And then the leader should only have an output plugged into him, as he's only the leader. He's not going to have anything else plugged into him. I know, kind of confusing there, but that is probably the best way to explain it in a very short runtime. Go ahead and plug him in, or use the included batteries with him, and then also use a speaker jack. This guy does have that, and you're pretty much good to go. And that will conclude your setup on the Lowe's Halloween 2024 Bluetooth Reaper keyboard player. Let's go ahead now and roll the demo of it, not with Bluetooth yet. We'll go ahead and show the normal demonstration first, and then after that I will go ahead and show you guys how to pair it up with Bluetooth. But first, let's go ahead and roll the standard demo.
I love Halloween. Put another tree to the tree bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me. Ow! You better fear the Reaper. I saw you standing there in the graveyard scene. Think it must have been around Halloween. And I knew you'd soon be mine until the end of time. I could tell it wouldn't be long till you were with me, yeah, me, singing, I love Halloween. Put another treat in the treat bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me. I love Halloween. Put another treat in the treat bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me. Ow! You better fear the Reaper. I saw you standing there in the graveyard scene. Think it must have been around Halloween. And I knew you'd soon be mine until the end of time. I could tell it wouldn't be long till you were with me, yeah, me, singing, I love Halloween. Put another treat in the treat bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me.
So if you are going to be using the Bluetooth Reapers with the Bluetooth, for example like this, these two are hooked together. I have the Guitar Reaper as a follower, and I have the Keyboard Reaper as the leader. So if you are planning to use the Bluetooth Keyboard Reaper, make sure that he's turned on in the Bluetooth section. I'm going to go ahead in my Bluetooth settings, and you will see in the Bluetooth settings that there is actually an option for the Reaper band. So you go ahead and click on that, make sure they are both plugged in, and basically all you have to do next is go ahead and choose any song, music, or sound that you want to have the Reapers play to. Go ahead and click on that, and then pretty much go ahead and start bobbing out to that. So I'm going to go ahead now and show a demo of the Bluetooth Reaper keyboard player with the Bluetooth setting on. So there you saw was the Bluetooth Reaper keyboard player, and I think out of all the band members, this guy's got to be my favorite one of the bunch. Now, I think they're all doing really well, and they're all really good to their own extent, but I just love this Reaper keyboard player a lot. First of all, I love his keyboard design. It's like an actual size of a keyboard. The actual keys don't move, but it looks a lot like an actual one, and he's got cool little skulls in front of it that actually light up with the whole set. So that's really cool. I do like the cobweb design on the keyboard, and beneath it, I think it kind of helps this area look a bit better because it is kind of like weak down here. It's pretty stiff. His hands look really awesome. I love his head, and I love the hair too. I love how this one's kind of got like a punk style with him. I think it works really well. He's got like red and black hair. It looks really good. I think it really works well. And if you even want to, could go ahead and actually put the hood on this character. So for example, you could have it with the hood fully on, and this works really well too. Mine is kind of weird. I think it's not supposed to be having the creepy cloth disconnected from the hood, so it kind of goes a bit more down, and that unfortunately does cover mine. Most of his body is kind of just this generic black cloak with the creepy cloth on it, which is fine. I don't think it needs anything too special. My only complaint is number one, price tag's a little bit high. Not too bad. It's $300, which is definitely quite a bit for this character. I would have definitely said more like a $250 price tag. However, compared to other prices from like Lowe's this year, I definitely think this one is one of the more worth it characters, if that makes any sense. Still a bit much, but I will say it's not as bad as other ones. My biggest issue though, definitely with this character, is the fact that only one arm moves, which, don't get me wrong, I get that when you're actually playing like a keyboard, your hands aren't going to be moving on the keyboard at the same time always, but I definitely would have liked it more if it kind of just alternated more with the movement. So maybe one hand goes down in place, goes back up, and one hand goes down in place, or maybe just kind of back and forth. It would have definitely helped a lot more, just because I do like the movement on this character. I just don't really think it makes a lot of sense to have only one hand moving and this hand be kind of static. It's not the biggest deal though, but I know some people are definitely disappointed, especially for the price tag. I think $300, they should have both moved. His arm mech is built extremely well. It's a really good movement. His head also bobs up and down like the other characters, and overall I think it's really well done. If you are looking to buy this character, I 100% recommend him. Even though he's kind of hard to use on his own, I think he's my personal favorite of the bunch. And if you're going to be buying any of these ones, I think him and the singer definitely are probably the best options for you. They're really awesome and really well done, and overall, I don't really have much wrong with them. With that being said, that pretty much wraps up my video on the Lowe's Halloween 2024 Bluetooth Reaper keyboard player. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.